Hello my fellow gamers, this is Shadow from Shadow Online Gaming, and we've got our next episode. I believe it's episode 10 of our Ultimate Chaos campaign playthrough, where, hang on a minute. Where are they? Where are they? Where am I? That's it, right, I remember now. For some reason, yesterday, I went to play this and make the next video, and, it decided to come up with a corrupted save file. So I lost that campaign as well. Not the happiest bunny, but I thought this is an opportunity because we were just playing. We'd done it once before, and we're playing through it again, and I just didn't feel like the campaign was getting anywhere. And as I said, I wanted to get this campaign wrapped up and done before Total War 2, which is in about a month's time. So what I've done is I've restarted the campaign, and as you can see in the bottom right, it is turned 64. Because I've been taking my time, I've been building up forces, I've been destroying everything. So if we zoom out, all the dwarfs are gone, and Kislev's gone. So I'm back in the position I was after the first live stream. Okay, that's what I've done, is I've just moved to the point that we had the live stream. Okay, and as you can see, I've got 3 Chaos Armies now, which I'm going to go into great detail. This episode is going to be more of a wrap-up of everything that's happened, everything that's going on. A breakdown of the characters and the armies, and then you guys can then go, right, this is what we want you to do, Shadow, because before, we didn't really have any decision making. It was just survive against the dwarfs, or maybe push down to Kislev. Nothing was really happening, so what I've done is I've destroyed all of this, got really good armies up, good experience up, and we're going to go from there. So as I said, the dwarfs are gone, Kislev is gone as a faction. If we go on diplomacy, I'm pretty sure... As you can see, also, I have good allies in the north, all of this. So if we go down, we aren't doing anything with these guys, who are at war with Wintertooth and Norska. So since we're allies with Norska and Wintertooth, as you can see, the other Chaos faction, oh, what are they? Valgar or something like that? They're gone. Norska and Wintertooth joined together and completely and utterly destroyed them, which was amazing. So that is all my allies, apart from him, which they're going to destroy anyway. As you can see, we've ruined all these cities, and Kislev's gone, and you can see the mountains here are gone as well. So now we've got Northern, Midland, Osterland, Ostermark, and this is what I mean. Now you guys can go, oh, send this army here, you can send that army there, and we'll go from there. So that is the situation regarding the factions. All that's cleared. You got our 3 armies there and that guy there, which is going to be our battle for today. Norska's pretty much taken all of this as well. So it's going good. It's going good. So on the bigger picture, that's what we're looking at. And also, you might be wondering what happened to our allies. While I was taking out the dwarves, Kislev launched a massive attack and destroyed everything here. But they got so badly beaten in attrition, they had to come back, at which point we came around and destroyed everything. It was beautiful. But as I said, I quickly just auto-resolved things. I just wanted to get the campaign to a point where it's like, right, Kislev's gone, the Empire's open, my armies are ready, we've got allies helping us, let's get in the game. So of course you could say, send Wintertooth to Ostland while we tank on Ostermark. We could send Norska to get Nordland. But I would leave that to you guys. I suspect that we're only going to play 1 turn in this video. I don't want to go on too long. So, we've got that. Let's go through the armies. So we have the Chosen of Slaanesh, Prince Egvar the Magnificent, who, as you can see, is nearly tiered up to full. Look at the surplus he's got. He's also got the highest tier of that building, the highest tier of Slaanesh units. So we can now get Demoness, Slaanesh is Blessed, and Knights of Slaanesh. This is what I mean, this is just more interesting. We also have this building, the Mound of Blades and the Aquila of Chaos, which is just all about getting upkeep low and getting resources in and experience. We also have a spare building, which I was thinking, oh, as you can see, we've got the Celeste stuff. Obviously, we're not going to have any of the other gods. Mordors we don't really need. We've got all the Celtic stuff. And that will probably be for Archeon, will be that chain. What I was thinking is we've upgraded that. You've got the Chaos Trolls and the Giants and Monsters, but Slaanesh wouldn't really go for that. The Sorcerers, I was going to leave for the Zinch army. And these guys, possibly. I thought maybe that building. when we've got the money in, maybe get that, because you can get Slaanesh's Chariot, Slaanesh's Pleasure Cannon, and the Pleasure Cannon Battery, which is 3 of them, I believe. Or, of course, we could go with Dragon Ogres, but again, I was thinking of getting a Dragon Ogre army and Monster army for the Sunnier, when we get him recruited in our army. If we do get him recruited, just focus on these 2 buildings and just get all the big guys. So I was thinking for Slaanesh is to get this, the Shrine of the Dark God, so we can get champions. So he can actually recruit champions for the other armies as well. So like Khorne, Slaanesh, Nergal, and of course you've got Chaos Spawn in there as well. And that, I believe, the building itself generates income, it gives experience to heroes and sorcerers, and lets you have more heroes. So that's what I was thinking for Slaanesh's next building. So there's going to be a lot to cover in the comments, what you guys want, things like that. So what I'll probably do is in the description below there'll be a list of like the characters, what should we name them, what buildings just let's go with, and the other armies go with, and we go from there. But I'm leaning towards getting this army, this building, so we can recruit heroes for the other armies. So that's his buildings done. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a lot to cover in this episode. So now we'll go, if I can click on his army. So we've still got the cannon. As you can see, there's no cultists anymore. We've completely replaced them all with warriors of Slaanesh. So you've got Zigvard, the Chosen. He and these heroes, I didn't recruit. They came along, so it seemed really thin. So you got a Slaanesh Sorceress, which we'll go into more detail in a minute. And you got Champion of Slaanesh. So the Sorceress is called Vigo, and the champion is Morka, the Manslayer. But again, these are 2 characters that if you have your name ideas for, comment below, that'd be great. You then got Slaanesh's Breast, named by Jen on occasion. We've got Zigvald's Mirrors. We've got Slaanesh's Slaves and Brixit Brenners. What I did, instead of having the cultist, I've just renamed these warriors. So we've got some more warriors that need to be named. You've got some Lancers, some Fallen Knights of Chaos, the Riders of Slaanesh. Now these are quite a big unit. I use them a lot in all my games, so it'd be good to come up with a special name for them. The Chaos Spawn, the Pulsating Pleasure Cannon, which I think's a good enough name on its own. But as you can see, we're also getting some Knights of Slaanesh and some more Slaanesh's Blessed. I mean, we would recruit so much more now. So yeah, Slaanesh's Blessed, Warriors of Slaanesh, Lancers of Slaanesh, which are Spearmen, which I definitely want more of, Knights of Slaanesh, the Riders of Slaanesh, which are the ranged guys I've already got a group of, and we can even get Demonettes of Slaanesh. But as you can see, they're quite costly, so I might save them for later, because I know there's upgrades later on I can get that makes them cheaper, and they take 3 turns to summon. So I've got 2 units left. If you guys have something you'd really want me to try, let me know. So if we stay focused on the Slaanesh army. So we've gone through his buildings, we've gone through his army. Let's go through his characters, because as you can imagine, this guy is now rank 13. So as you can see, we've covered quite a lot. On the bone, we've got Root Marker, but that was more to get the Tribes of Chaos, so we can encourage Horde growth as quickly as I can. Along the red, we've got, this is what we've mainly focused on. You've got Dominating Presence, Fanatical Disciples, which is all the cultist units, because at the beginning of the game I needed them buffed up. You then got Riders of the Apocalypse, so buffed to all cavalry units. As you know, that's quite a big deal for me. We've then got Point in of Rallying, the ability to rally. The Voice of the Dark God, which makes his aura size bigger, because we all know he likes his aura size to be as big as possible. We've also got the full 3 points of Disciples of Slaanesh, meaning that they get buffed. The first one did +3/+3 for melee and leadership for Slaanesh units, and then +7 and +6 for attack and leadership, and then +12 and +9 for attack and leadership. So his Slaanesh units are going to be really powerful. He also has the Stand or Die ability, so even if the leadership does break, we can use that to get him back in the field. Now along here, we can't go any further because he has to be another 2 ranks to get that, but we have got Perverse Aura, which affects allies within 40 minutes of him, plus his 2 leadership, 2 armor piercing, and 6 weapon damage to anyone within that 40 meters, which is amazing. And also, another one, Rapturous Pleasure, pretty much the same thing, but it ups weapon damage by 12%, armor piercing damage by 8%, and leadership by 4%, so that's a big deal. And along the top, we got the Mark of Slaanesh, which ups its speed and leadership but lowers defense. So 2, 4, and 6. That's 12 defense down. But it barely notices compared to all the buffs we're getting. And we've got the Devoted of Slaanesh, which lowers melee defense even more. But he gets a passive law of Slaanesh, which, what does that do? Nearby enemies have their will sap, slowing their movement. So he actually lowers. So if he needs to get away, he can, because his speed's really fast, and he slows down the enemy. We've not yet reached that level yet. What level do you have to be for that, or is it just a matter of? I think we might be able to get that soon. You then got the Favoured Son, 1 point, which is raises the melee attack by 3. You've then got Ecstasy of Slaughter. When he's in melee, he actually replenishes hit points, which is insane. So he could be taking damage, but if he then deals damage, he gets health back, which is mad. And I just noticed, look at his leadership. He's pretty much got to be unbreakable, which is brilliant. He got the Barbed Chaos Steed and then upgraded to the Steed of Slaanesh. He's also got Silver Slash. Or is that a unique? I think that means the quest is there for me to grab, because I've got 2 quests for him. So he's got the quest for the Silver Slash, which ups all his attack and buffs his recruitment, chaos corruption, and income. And then you got armor as well, which buffs all his armor, which is very nice. So that is his character done. So as you can see, we will come out of decisions as he gains levels. But at the moment, he was sitting back because you should. They've been at the front line a lot and they've taken a beating. So let's go over to our Sorceress, who's level 11. Insane. So along the bottom, we've got Favoured, which I was more after the Zealot, which income from all Horde buildings, forces in the local enemy region, plus 15. So that can get a lot of money in. We also have Perverse Aura, which is the same as before, affects everyone around him, including themselves, leadership, armor piercing, and weapon damage. The Mark of Slaanesh, got 2 points in there. Then we got Aura of Acquaintance, which is interesting, because I'm just looking at what it does. Argument ally, it makes them cause fear, but lowers their melee defense and attack. Or maybe that's if you do it on when people are trying to attack them. They don't want to attack them and they get cause fear, which is really cool. Bliss and Torment. So when this guy's Sorceress is in close combat, she actually gets points towards spellcasting and that, which is absolutely brilliant. We've got Historical Frenzy. Strong visas multiple combatants, causes damage to all units, but these troops have been whipped into a frenzy, fighting harder and injuring themselves, so they get 25% weapon damage and 15 points of melee attack, but they take a little bit of damage. But the point is, you could use that as you're just about to break someone, you use that and they just smash through them. We got 1 point in Dolores Excruciation, can't even pronounce that. These troops are blinded to them but demised by a wave of overwhelming sensation, so they become unbreakable, get plus 30 weapon damage but lower 30 damage resistance. So a lot of them is kind of depending on how you use it, and that can push the battle quite in your favour by sacrificing something. And this one, Evasion, it gives him 4 plus acceleration and 6 plus speed. Is there anything else? No, we haven't got any further with them. So as you can see, we've got Sorceress gaining magic. I've not had too much chance playing with these, but then again, you've got these to come up yet. Slicing Shards and Core. A massive moral shockwave for minus 30 leadership. Wow. Okay then. Fair enough. We then have our champion. And this is what's going to be most of the episode. Just going over everything we've got and then listing what you guys wanted me to do, and we can go from there. So this guy hadn't bothered with anything at the bottom because I didn't really see the point. We've given him 1 point of Marcus Slaanesh for the moment, but we've really focused on her fighting abilities, or his fighting abilities. He's got Blade Master, which ups attack. He's Thick Skin, which gives him lots of armor, and 2 on Deadly Blade, which gives him nice melee attack. He's also got Foe Seeker. He's only level 6 at the moment, but you can see that's What's that? Ignore pain. Nice. So, yeah, he's only just kind of starting, but very deadly there. So that's the Slaanesh's army. It's got some room for other units. It's got points, you know, you can name guys if you want. Also, we've got to decide what we want to do in this building. I'm leaning towards getting the Shrine of the Dark God so we can get heroes to buff all the armies up. And it makes sense that Slaanesh would do it. So we'll go over to here where we've got the Chosen of Nergal, Argoth the Putrid. That's right, he is here. And as you can see, he's pretty much teched right up with buildings. Got that full. He's nearly got to the Great Unclean One, which is very, very exciting, but that will take a little while to go. He's also got the building that helps with upkeep, and he's also got ability to build more buildings. So again, I'll leave that to you guys to decide where you think that can go. Because I mean, if he goes this way, he can get Plague Cannon, that's for sure. But he might want to get either Sorcerers, or maybe he could go for the Monsters. Or we could go here, maybe go for Marauders, or something like that. So he's got a spare building. Or we could just go, oh no, he's got the resources, hasn't he? So yeah, this one's quite free for what you guys want. Maybe we could give him Trows, being, you know, Nergal and bigger monsters. So I'll leave that for you guys to decide. Of course, we've already named this champion, but he does have, look at all these warriors of Nergal, some afflicted, some chaos cultists. Can we ever made the full exchange? As you can see, we've got quite a lot of choices. We could have the Plague Reapers of Nergal, we've got the Knights of Nergal, and the Plague Bearers, which are the demons of Nergal. So yeah, he's only got a couple of spaces, but what I'm thinking of doing is throwing them into a fight, because we've got a nice little army here of Ostermark, scouting out what's happened to Kislev, finding out what's happened to it, and we're going to attack them soon. We could send them in, and of course any cultists that get completely wiped out is not a problem, because we can just replace them with better units. So let's go over him. He is rank 7. He's got all 3 points in the Mark of Nergal, which just ups his hit points to ridiculous levels. I think it ups it to 30 and lowers his speed slightly. So that's pretty good. He's also got Cloud of Flies, which lowers enemies' melee attack 4 points. He's also got Root Marcher, which I did get originally to get Tribes of Chaos, but he kind of went up quite quickly actually in the long term, so it wasn't a problem. He's got Dominating Presence, the Fanatical Disciples, Hearts of Iron, because it made sense. I didn't see, he don't really have any cavalry, so I went with something different. He's also got the ability of Rally, and 1 point in Plague Disciples, which all Nergal units get press 3, leadership, and armor. And of course that'll keep going up and up and up. So as you can see, this is what I mean, it's more interesting. When I actually gain a level, I'll be able to go to you guys, what shall I spend it on? Before it was like, well, I've only got 3 things to pick from. Now it's, no, we could go along this path, choose different things along this path. For you guys might say, no, you should go along here. Because I've not actually seen what any of this is. So there you go. So he's been named. Some of these could be named, and of course we can get the better stuff and start naming them as well. Wow, my mouth's getting dry, but it's worth it because now we've got Ramius, of the Purple Hand. He has entered the battle now. He is a Chaos Sorceress Lord, Zin's Lord, which is absolutely amazing. You can see he's not so high up, so he's still working and trying to get the Zin stuff, but he does have Warriors of Zinch. And now this guy, he's got a spare building. I was thinking when he can buy the Arcane Vortex, because it makes sense that he can recruit all the Sorcerers characters, and he gets Forsaken as well, which are always cool. But it makes sense that the Zin's character would provide, well, Slaanesh provides the characters, the heroes, and this guy provides the sorcerers and the magic, and then they split them to their armies. So that's what I was thinking there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. We also have, as you can see here, you got his army here, where he's got a few Warriors of Zins, but it's mostly cultists. He's only really just got to the level where he can start getting Warriors of Zins. He is only level 4 as well. Oh, bless him. So we've spent a point in Root Mark, got 3 points in Tribes of Chaos, as I've been trying to get that Horde Grove up. See, +1, +3, so that's +9 to his thing. And the 2 spells he's got the Blue Fire of Zinch, which is a magical fire attack. Magic Missile. He's also got the Boon of Zinch, which is a constant ability, which regenerates mana when spells are cast. That's amazing ability. Grab that straight away. So yeah, as you can see, he's got the boon of Zinch, which is absolutely amazingly good fun. So let's go to officers. We've done the diplomacy. Let's go to officers. Now, as you can see, he's not quite reached level 6, but the Hargath the Putrid is now the Chosen of Nergal. What does that mean? Well, he gets a 5+ ward save, gets the title Chosen of Nergal, which you've already seen, and the upgrade for all Chaos Nergal units in his army is 5% cheaper. Huge. That's how I'm making so much money. And of course, Prince Egvar is the same, but with Slaanesh units. So as soon as we can, he'll become a Chosen of Zinch, and we will look into getting Khorne involved next. As you can see, money-wise, I've got 2,852 favour with 1,600 coming in. So I've done really well here. So if we go with technology, look how much I've unlocked. So we've unlocked Path of Ruination, which was the basic you had to do. The Car of the Week, which gave you income from raising and post-battle loot, which has been a huge help. We've also done the Gather Runius coach, so that upped all the Chaos coach. As you can imagine, the Star game, very important. Rituals of Corruption, so add 5 Horde Growth and 2 Chaos Corruption to all characters. We've also got Aspiring for Greatness, which is all Chaos Heroes, Lords, melee attack for Lords and Heroes 5+, and Defense, so quite a good one. We've also got Pledges to the Dark Gods, so research rate plus 10%, hero action cost minus 3%, Lord recruit rank 2+, income from all buildings 25, and then we got the Blessing of the Dark Gods, which we needed to get to the next tier of buildings where we could have all the cool Chaos God stuff. As you can see, it ups everything even more, including magic item drop chance 25%, and unlocks Ruinous War Host, which is what you need to get the better stuff. The next one we need to get is Unholy Ceremony. That lets you get the ultimate building, which lets you get the Greater Demons, which is what we're working. Look how much it's going to cost though. But once we start destroying some cities, we'll probably get that quite quickly. On the Favour of the Dark Gods, so we've got the Favour of the Dark Gods ability already unlocked. We've done the Favour of Slaanesh, which ups the campaign range for all armies 10%, and upgrades Slaanesh units with better defense, speed, and unit experience. We've done the same with Nergal, which increased casualty replenishment rates by 10% to all forces, and then the same buffs for Nergal. We're then working on the Favour of Zinch, which Winds of Magic Power Reserve plus 10 for all forces, and then buffs all Zinch units. Since we haven't got Khorne yet, I didn't see a need to do that, but that's going to complete next turn. So again, next one could be, do you want me to buff the thousand twisted bless? I was gonna say the 1,000 suns then, because Zinch and 40k, which ups pretty much ups everything from the previous one, better magic reserves and all that, or 101 poxes, which doubles the casualty replacement rate and adds, or make it so they move 20% more as well. So you can choose which one of those you want to do next. It's going to be a long list in the description. Right. Is that everything, Shadow? We've gone over that. Technically not. No. Because at the moment, Slaanesh is hanging back, and he's got to stay there for a good few turns till he gets his forces up. We could get more better stuff. Units involved. It'd be great. But he has a choice. He can either carry on attacking south of the other two, or you've got a quest here. And that is the Auroric Armour. So getting some special armour, he gets a load of experience. The enemy forces is a standard Chaos force actually. You know, you've got some Warriors of Great Weapons, Hellbirds. They've got a Giant and some Trolls, and there's reinforcements expected. So we could try and get that next. When he's ready, he could go to the Auric Armour. And also, top here, you also have, if it's going to let me click on it, there you go, he can have Silver Slash, which I believe is a sword. Buffs all his stuff up, yeah, buffs all his melee attacks up. And the enemy forces, as expected, reinforcements are expected, but you've got 4 Gorbeast chariots, 2 Hellcannon, and a ton of Forsaken. And the Chaos Lord, is he? A flying monster. Okay, that's good to know. So he could do both of those quests. I'm just wondering if it'd be worth going to that one first. than that one, because I don't know if it teleports you back once you're done, or you're going to have to walk all the way back. So if we did that one first, if you wanted to do the quest battles, let me know. So, we've done the technology, we've gone through the armies, we've gone through the characters, we've gone through the buildings, we've gone through the diplomacy, we've gone through the officers. Yeah. So, what I think we should do, and this is a nice little oh, what army is he? There you go. I can't even get it now. Yeah, Ostermar army. And I'm thinking we could send... What can he march? He can march a little bit. I believe you can march quite a bit, can't you? Yeah, so what I'm thinking is send in Nergal's force first. See if it lets me. And if it does, great, we'll fight the battle. And of course, if he can't reach or the guy pulls back, Zinch can try and have a go then. So let's do it. Let's do this and see what happens.
Let's be about this.
He runs away. Is he going to be in range? Hopefully so.
I will not obey.
No, he's not in range. That's a real shame. So we'll get him next turn. But as you can see, he's got halberdiers, a load of spearmen, crossbowmen, some fanatics. This is a great army to try one these out on. And Zigvard's going to stay there because I want him getting guys back and healing up as quickly as possible. But yeah, some of the main factions, he's running away now. I was hoping we'd be able to see a battle, but there we go. Let's see, how strong are they? So they do have... Oh no, that's a different faction, isn't it?
It is corrupt.
Right, that's a shame. But yeah, as you can see, even this has all been destroyed now. So we're going to put these guys... He can kind of stay there, can't he? So what we're going to do, I think I'll wrap it up there. Because it was mainly just to show you what's going on, what's happened, and the fact that now we can actually have a fun game. Oh, that reminds me, look, 4,000 points. Right, so we could recruit a new lord. I wonder if it's different depending on which character we've got selected. Let's find out. No, I think it's the same.
I foresee destruction.
Well, he won't be able to do it anyway, would he? No, he can't do it. Sometimes. But, the reason I bring this up is either we can invest in getting more buildings. Like, look, he's now got the money, so do we want to get heroes? Or can he upgrade his building? He can, or do we want to get sorcerers? Or do we want to get Nergal something? Not sure, but maybe something. I personally think it should be either the sorcerers from him or the heroes from him. Or we could go off the wall and recruit an exalted bloodthirster who is blinded by rage. Problem is, you can see that would take a lot of the income. You see, that's one thing. And maybe hold fire until we can at least destroy one, you know, some more northern cities. Get that money right up there, and then yeah, go from there. So as you can see, it's not been a very action-packed episode at all. We've just been going over what I've done in this episode and what's been happening. I will leave in the description a list of the characters, some of the units that are in the armies, what you want me to do with objectives, technology. Do you want Slaanesh to move south, or do you want him to go for the quest? If the quest, which one first? It's a lot, I know, but it's got to be really good to see the comment section, because you guys have been brilliant in this series. I have absolutely loved every episode, not just because of the fun of playing it, but to hear what you guys have got to say for each episode. You know, really good feedback, really good lore coming in. So it'll be really good to hear. So yes, we got the side of him. You've also got his characters as well. You've finally got him in. So I think it'd be good personally to get the sorcerers in, because we can add magic to each faction army. Nergal sorcerers, Zinch sorcerers. Because somebody else had Vexen Fate Weaver or something like that was the name. Absolutely brilliant name. I would love to have a Chaos sorcerer with that name. And also, where do you want these armies to go? As you can see, these armies are pretty big and scary. So it might be worth like maybe going down this way and attacking. Or we could work together, put the two armies together and go down the middle, and they probably won't be able to stop us if we did that. As you know, I don't like splitting up forces too much because the computer's got a fin of ganging up on you. So I do like trying to keep armies close together, if possible. So we can do that. So, thank you all for joining me for this episode. As I said, now we've got it back to where we were. I've got armies done, we've got income, we've got an economy. This is going to be fun. This is going to be interesting. As you can see, we are ruining this place badly. So, let's get this campaign going. Let's destroy this goddamn empire. I mean, where's their main capital? It's got to be down here somewhere. What's that? Why is it glittering? I don't know. But we need to destroy the empire. That's where we need to go. Because apparently he's over here somewhere. But yes, that's where we need to get to. From here to there. In about 4 weeks' time. I'm trying to think if there's anything I've forgotten. But no, I think that's everything. So thank you all for joining me for this episode. And next episode, we will be pushing into the Empire. We will be slaughtering them in their thousands. And it is going to be glorious for all of the gods. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Till then, take care.